What's going on, guys? Welcome to um, another live stream with your boy Phrankleen. If this is your first time, thank you for stopping by. Feel free to look around my playlist and look through my videos and see uh, my contents, my playlist, and see if you like my content. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. What's up, people? Good evening, Edith. Hi. If you can see me, hit the like button, please. Please hit the like button. Okay. It's good for track. Janet. Hi. David. Good evening. Good evening. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. It's good for traction. It's good for getting more people to see the content whilst we're live. Okay. Just hit the like button if you can see the video. Hi, Bunny. Good evening. So this one, story time. This is one of the sessions where we talk about one of the emails that I got from you guys, and yeah. So this one is, you should find this one relatable. Anyway, let me crack on. So this lady, a 24-year-old, lives in the States. She's a non-Nigerian. Met this dude who is of Nigerian origin. Was a 39-year-old. So at first, off the jump, boy meets girl, classic boy meets girl, girl. So Chi Chris vlog. Good evening. Thank you for joining. Hit the like button if you haven't. Anyway, so she met him at work, 24-year-old, and then off the jump, he didn't tell her that he was a 39-year-old. So they cracked on with the relationship. And, she said she hadn't been in a relationship like that. She fell in love with him. She trusted him. She believed him. She believed strongly that they were going somewhere. She said this guy was averagely built. So she never knew that dude was 39. I think he cut back on his age and stuff like that. So, anyways, um, it was great. It's very graphic. The email is very lengthy. It's on my laptop here, but I try to compress it for the purposes of time, so I don't bore you guys. So the long and short was, 39, 39-year-old. I didn't say 93. Did I say that? So 39-year-old. So anyway, they both worked, within the health sector in a massive health organization in the States somewhere. So she said, the sex was good. They were having a good time. They, everything was going good. She was already looking into how, they would potentially have a great future together as a couple and stuff like that, right? But she said, the love making, the sex bit was going good and all that. She was enjoying it. And it was one day she said she'd noticed when he comes around to her flat, he would normally go through a mobile phone and personal stuff. And she had nothing to worry about. So, dude, she was open with him. But when she tried to like add him on social media or like Facebook or something, he wouldn't accept friends' request. He's always deleting the friends' request. So she tried again. Then I think he blocked her. That's already a red flag, man. But anyway, she then found out, long story short, she found out that dude had a wife in Nigeria. All right. And so she was devastated. But then she said, he said nah, she was some chick that they were dating, blah 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 blah. She's just trying to get together. But then she said I think she must have used a different profile, and she realized he took a picture with that woman, and which is very recent. They were clutching onto each other, and it looked really, sensual or whatever, passionate, and and stuff. Not just like a friend, an old friend you're just taking picture with. So long and short was he managed to get into her head. He manipulated her and said to her that, hey man, look, listen, there is nothing to worry about and stuff. So she naively cracked on making love, and it gets even worse. So she said one night they were smashing away as you do, making love. And whilst he was on top of her, his phone rang, and it was a phone call from Nigeria. So she suspected it must be that woman, but she said he was speaking Yoruba. Mm. He was speaking Yoruba, and then a kind of argument broke out. And then she said, this one is crazy. He talked for like 20, 30 minutes, and she knew from the body language. And then at the end of the conversation, he was like, oh, love you, I love you too, bye bye, put the phone down. And then he came back on top of her to finish what he had started. Oh man, that's man. I'm going somewhere with this. So he finished what he had started according to the email. So long and short, he then found out down the line somewhere that dude is married, you know, and then she said, "Oh, wait for me, Gabriel, wait for me." So she said one day, I think shortly after that episode and stuff, then she made a joke that, oh, I think I'm gonna be pregnant and stuff. So she was trying to see his reaction. I don't know why you make pregnancy joke after all that stuff that you've seen. And she said, oh, I think I'm pregnant, but it was a prank. She wasn't pregnant. She said she wanted to see his reaction. So I think she said she told him over the phone, and then dude pulled up in a car park. They met in the car park. He pulled up and he came in the car with, she said he had a pill in his hand and forced the pill down her lungs, with a bottle of drink, and then strangled her. It was really vicious and said, you have to take it. And she panicked and she took the pill. Wow. That's something. I read that bit like 5 times, man. I get it if someone is pregnant and the other party is trying to say to you, hey, man, maybe I don't want to keep the child, but to physically grab someone and force a pill down the lungs of someone, that's a next level. That's a next level. So this happened in the States, United States, according to the email. I'm the neutral guy here. I'm just the guy that read the story and interpreting to you guys. So that's assault. That's a criminal offense in my own opinion. That's crazy. You cannot shove something down someone's lungs. Anyway, so she then said, I suppose she then said, the whole thing collapsed. She felt used, and everything collapsed from there and stuff. And he said, his excuse was, I don't want you carrying my child. I don't want you having a baby for me. I'm not interested in settling down with you, blah, blah, blah. And he came up with all these things. No surprises. Come on, man. Even a 5-year-old can deduce. You've already seen the red flags. And I've said this in the previous video. This person wrote this lengthy email. She feels worthless. I feel sorry for her as a human being. But you've seen all the red flags, man. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I empathize. She repeatedly asked me to make a video about this, and so that someone out there can hopefully learn and stuff. But you've seen the red flags. You saw the red flags, and I mean, she didn't say anything about. They were both working in a reputable organization, so there isn't a question of this gentleman hasn't got papers. Oh, let me not say gentleman. This man hasn't got papers, or maybe he was trying to use you. So basically, the long and short of this is, dude used you for sex. That's what I'm getting here. So thank you. She saw it coming. Her emotions got the better of her. Thank you. I think he used that because his wife is in Nigeria. So I suspect he was probably planning to bring the wife in. So the bombshell is later on down the line. She then found out that the wife had arrived in the States and he was still calling her to say, I want to see you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. What? And then she said she's at crossroads. She's very angry. She doesn't know what to do. Sometimes, let me tell you something. Let me be honest. Sometimes I read some of these emails that I get, and this is not to suggest that I don't, I'm human and I empathize with people and their experiences. But I read some of these messages and I just say to myself, like, are you sure this person is not trying to wind me up? Somebody said love is blind, and hey, I know love is a beautiful thing, and love is crazy. It makes people do, crazy, stupid things. I suppose if you're naive and you trust someone blindly, whatnot, whatever. So maybe because I read some of these things and I look at, are you sure this is not made up? Because you seen you seen all the handwriting on the wall. This is what I said in one of my episodes that, I get it. Maybe this lady, first of all, off the jump, he felt somehow about his age. He lied to you. That's not your fault. You then found out down the line that he's actually 13, 39. I think at the time he must have said 20 something. I don't know why you would lie, but maybe he knew that if he had said it, his real age, that might be like a flag, like, oh, maybe there's a bit too much gap. I'm 24, he's 39, nearly 40. I don't want somebody that old. I want somebody in their 20s or late 20s or something, So, yeah, somebody's saying it's not made up. I'm not suggesting it, but sometimes when I see some of these shocking details, I'm only human. It just makes me think that is this, I start to ask questions like, just me by myself, is this made up? I'm not suggesting that it is made up. But the long and short is, if you see the handwriting on the wall, sometimes I cannot blame you for something you don't know. If you're not privy to an information and somebody takes advantage of you, I get that. Karma would deal with them. If somebody takes advantage of your kindness, of your soft spot for them. But if you see the red flag, why are you latching onto it? This is not a case of somebody done something, a little misunderstanding the relationship, and then I'm not advocating that you jump ship and something goes wrong a little bit, and then you just run in the other direction. But we're talking blatant red flags for a forthcoming catastrophic outcome. You can see the handwriting on the wall, but you disregard it. If the guy is a millionaire, divide his age by two and add seven. That's his millionaire age. So yeah, that's the story. One second, let me scroll this up. Anyway, what she was saying is, she feels worthless and she feels really, really bad about the whole situation. Look, man, the bit about somebody shoving pill down your throat, I think you should have gotten the police involved. That's nuts. For you to sit there and have someone grab you. I don't know. I'm guessing. You must have been terrified and stuff like that. So, but it's also dangerous. I'm talking hypothetically. Imagine if that was some type of pill or something that would have obliterated your existence, get you killed. So, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's too. Somebody's saying she should tell the police. I don't know if it's too late. I don't know how long ago this happened. I'm not sure if this happened last week or something. There's no date on it. And she said one of the nights, several times when she goes to his house and like spend time with him and they make love late at night. As soon as he's done busting nuts, one or two rounds, he has a car. He wouldn't even offer to drop her off. He'll put her in the Uber. And she said, even though he earns nearly twice her own salary, she ends up spending like £22 or more. I mean, $22 or more on Uber. Oh, I want to do LGBT, man. I'm sorry to say, man. For those of you that understand Yoruba, man, you got used. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then you said you. Oh man. So let me understand this, man. Auntie Ryan got single for it, man. Look, man, I think life abroad, it's a global problem. But in the diaspora, man, these stories are just crazy. They are nuts, especially in our community, man. So he dumps, once he's done having sex, you go to his house, you're hoping to sleep over. And then you're done making love, and then he tells you to get Uber. And he tells you to pay for your Uber and go home. And then you go back again. And then you repeat the process. What do we say about this? That's on you, though. Well, I suppose the brother was laying more wood than the pencil factory, man. So that's why you keep going back. I'm sorry, not trying to trivialize your situation, but I have to say it like it is, man. You keep going back. He will smash you. Oh my for Elenu. You went back because he was breaking your lower back like crazy. But you didn't like it though. But you can tell that this guy is a user, but you keep going back. Mm. Hey, Anointed Queen, thank you. Thank you, appreciate you. So look, man. Hula plates you, boy, bad guy. Yeah, man, hitting them sugar walls, man. Your sugar walls were getting obliterated. You got carried away, man. The sex is good. I'm guessing it might be, it's a little cold. You get there, you're tucked under the duvet, and such and such and such. He's busting all kind of nuts. And the guy is a user. He's older than you, 24. I suspect you probably never had a proper grown-up relationship. He took advantage. And I'm not trivializing the fact. I'm not saying that's an acceptable behavior. But it's a cold world out there, man. Keep your eyes peeled, your eyes wide open to the back of your head. It's a cold world, man. You're going to the house of a man who is repeatedly smashing you and asking you in the middle of the night to jump in a taxi, get Uber, and head back to your house. And you go back. That dude is a pimp. He's a top level pimp. She's trying to turn around the bad situation, this lack of maturity in her. Sounds like thunder that will fire the guy is still doing press up, man. It's a common occurrence. Yeah. Anyway, that's me done. That's it on. It's a cold country, man. It's cold, man. That's me done. Hopefully you learn from it. And what can I say as a wrap up? Learn from it. Don't be overly trusting. Trust your gut feeling. If you see the red flags, don't ignore. I hope that helps someone out there. All right. It's a quick one. It's a quick session. It's your boy Phrankleen. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate you. And I'll definitely catch you in the next one. Peace and love. I'd look into starting a podcast sometime soon. I'm going to talk about Showore tomorrow. I will talk about Showore tomorrow. All right. Peace. Good night.